Weekly measurements are very important because you're going to see the body composition change as the weeks go along. So there's always something to celebrate. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you, we measure 6 different areas: the chest or the bust, we measure the waist, we measure hips, 1 thigh, we measure 1 bicep, and then we measure the neck. And I'll just show you how I use the measuring tape, just until you develop your own way. You'll notice that the tape has a knob on the front, and if you'll hold it with your left hand, that allows you to bring the tape out, and then you're going to bring it back, and it has a little place it locks. And you can lock it in there, and then you press that button, and so what happens is it will automatically be accurate. So it makes it really easy for you to do. One thing I might mention, you will notice when you do that it starts on 2, so don't get confused trying to start on 0. And the reason is because there are 2 inches here, so it already is accounting for that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to measure. So first of all, we're going to measure the chest or the bust. Okay, and I always stand to the side. I'm just going to reach around here and straight across, and then if you will help me to make sure I'm in the right place, you can just tell me if it feels like I'm in the right place. And then what we want to do is we want to have it snug. And does that feel snug enough? Yeah. Okay, and so now what we're going to do, we will write down the numbers of the chest. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we'll do the waist. So I'm just going to reach around here, and we want to always do the waist at the belly button. And the reason why we say that is because the belly button is going to be consistent. So she's going to help me, and now then I'm just going to push the button to let it be tight, and I'll ask you, is it snug?
It's snug.
We want it to be snug. We don't want it to be too tight. So the next thing let's do, and we'll write those numbers down, and then we're going to go to the hips. And the hip area, we're going to come right around, and we want it the largest area right below where the hip bone is. So, and you'll be able to tell me if that feels like I'm in the right place. And sometimes we'll just come right over here to make sure, but then she knows how that feels. So now then, does that feel snug?
Yes.
No. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so now then let's measure the thigh. So if you'll just drop your hands down here to your side, and usually just to be consistent, I usually come here and see where the bottom of the fingers are. And so now you can move your fingers. That just lets me be in the right area. And so then I'm going to hold this and start to tighten it by pushing that button. And would you say it's snug enough?
Yep.
All right, so we have the measurement, and we write that down. So now we're going to do the bicep. So if you would, we'll do, since I'm on this side, let's do your right bicep. So now with your left hand, if you'll bring your hand to your right bend and then just cup it, that gives me, right up here, gives me an idea of where the bicep might be. Now you might want to go up or down on just a little bit, but one thing about it, this is consistent. When you do this, so what we've done, we slide it in here. Does that feel snug? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So now then we have the measurement, and you just read this and you write it down. Now then the last place let's measure would be the neck. Is that all right?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to come around here, just look straight ahead. I'll be over to the side, and you just tell me as it tightens, is that snug enough?
That's great.
All right, great. And so I have that measurement, and I would write that down. All right,
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.